The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom 2 teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the 1st.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
17.
Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 more yards. That's another.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 9-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
7, Dolphins nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Tua. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Throwing his Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Number 28. Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Now Minshew. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll make it 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. A quick pass here to Godwin. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Touchdown, Jaguars! That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Josh Lambo lining up.
They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars first and 10 right at the 30. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third and 2.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, I-7. Look at me. Zipper. 51.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
On first down, it's Robinson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville first and
they'll run here with Robinson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Two are going to try and run. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Gaskin. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold back. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Devon Hamilton in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Is on for the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now...
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Hey, Zoo! Switch it, kid, switch it. Mike 51, Mike 51. Know your job.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They still can't get it. And this is going to be incomplete.
On the keeper. Thrown away.
Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Josh Lambo.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short, Minshew. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And his pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Minshew's going to keep it, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gardner Minshew, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Good.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go in.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Tries out 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. On the option, here's Minshew. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
64, weak. Check 26, check 26. Ready?
Again, it's Robinson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Robinson.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
On the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Check 55, fair. Tighten up. Check 24, check. 22 jet bomber. 5.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 35-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carrier. Christian Wilkins on the stop. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, Delta. Go. 55. Watch the screen.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pull it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there. halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Dancing to his left. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard
line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
At the 14-yard.
Looking to throw on second down. Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Makes the score.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Caleb Chason in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at about the 28. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Pay attention, pay attention.